don't know if you can see, but I've actually got electrical tape there because I dropped the camera. But this is how we're looking. So the tiles go all the way up to the ceiling. I really love the tiles. They are from Wix. Okay guys, so I'm back from work. Don't mind my hair. I've just gone up and taken my work top off, and I've just put some oil in my hair because I am due a hair wash. So I've just popped some of the Rehab, what's it called? The Zero Matcha Scalp Oil. I had these on there a few years ago, but they just disintegrated in the weather. But I really love them because they're like the rope light, and then they've got the built-in fairy lights there. I went with warm white. They had cool white and warm white. They were actually in their special buy for £6. And just as I'm about to start vlogging, the drill goes. Yes, darling. You ready?
Yeah.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to today's video. So this is the start of a new weekly vlog, and we've just got back. So today's Saturday, so I hope you're all having a lovely bank holiday weekend. Yeah.
I'll put the pads on, don't worry.
Okay, I'll get them out for you. Yeah, I hope you're all having a lovely bank holiday weekend. We are, hold on, let me just get this off. Do you want one for each foot? Yeah? Do you want me to get them out of the wrapper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put the bits, okay?
Okay, so I'll get it out of here and then you can put it on, yeah?
Yeah. I thought I would put the bit. Okay, I'll put the bits out.
Okay.
Just this bit.
We are just at home, as you can see. They come off in the middle, darling. Penny, she was going down her slide this morning in the garden, and she must have gone down on her knees, so her feet were like this, and she's got two little burns. You've got little burns of you on your feet. Do you want me to put it on? Then I can do it easy for you. Oh, you're doing it. And we've just gone and got her some sand for her sandpit. I'll show you in a second. It's the one she had last year for her birthday, but it's just not had any sand in it. And she wants to go in there, but she doesn't want to get sand in it because it has like blistered it. Do you want me to do it? No. But we called into B&M. We didn't get the sand from B&M because they had sold out, but we got some other bits. So.
Yeah, Mummy, it is something in there.
What, in B&M?
Yeah.
No, they didn't have any, baby.
Why
We got them from Asda in the end. So I thought I would show you what I picked up because I want to, I've got some lights in the garden. I want to put them out there to charge up. You've done that one? This is probably really annoying, isn't it? Tom's up in the bathroom. We had to try and get some more plumbing bits and pieces, so I'm just trying to wait for him to stop knocking. I'll take you up in the bathroom and show you in a minute. It's just really fiddly with all the plumbing, so we've not even started tiling yet, which is a bit annoying because I thought we were going to start tiling today. But it is what it is. We had a pretty late night last night because it was Ollie's football presentation. I ended up coming home because Penny wasn't actually very well. My sister had to come and get her. She was saying she had a headache, which funny enough, I've actually got a headache today. I'm about to take some tablets actually. And so she actually went home and had a bit of a sleep, and then she came back down after because my sister also collected the food, like the pizzas to bring. And then she was tired then, so I left and then I went back to pick the boys up. But let's jump into B&M. Good old trusty Aldi bag. Should we see what we've got? If I put it here. Have you done it? I'd have to keep leaning down it then. Oh, do you want me to do it? Right, let me do...
I'll put it in my body.
You want me to put it on your body?
No, I know.
Okay, plasters are sorted. So I have got a couple of bits for the garden. I bought these a couple of years ago to go around my huge palm tree. It's got so big. Like honestly, we bought that when Ollie was about 6-7 weeks old. So that is, it'll be 10 later this year, but it's so big. We've given it a bit of a trim because the branches were hanging over it next door. But I had these on there a few years ago, but they just disintegrated in the weather. But I really love them because they're like the rope light, and then they've got the built-in fairy lights there. I went with warm white. They had cool white and warm white. They were actually in their special buy for £6. 3 meters. So we'll go and put those on in a minute. And then I got a couple more of these brackets. So I've got 2 down at the other end of the garden. I've had them for years, but I've got a bit of a thing at the minute for these light up balloons. And I've got 1, and then my mum bought me, I didn't ever show you guys, so I'll show you in a minute because we're going to put all this up. She bought me this, a little bit, it is balloon, but it's like a like it spins around with all these smaller balloons with lights on. And I've got nowhere else to hang them, and they look really pretty, so I thought I'll buy these. I know you can use these for like hanging baskets. They are a basket bracket, but they are perfect. So I don't know if I've got mine. I need to check how I've got mine. I think I've got them, maybe they're a bit different. I've got them like that, I think, and then I hang the balloon off. So they were £3 each. I've got 2 of those. And then I've got some more rubber gloves, just because these have got flowers on. I just want to put them, so I've always got a spare pair. And then I did actually get a cloth that goes with that. So elbow grease is my favourite, I think. I haven't bought a minky one for ages. Sorry, Clifford is now down here. You gonna come and say hello? Come on in. Come say hello. Here he is. Clifford's come to say hello. We were just pulling on the drive, and our shutter in the front room, one of them was like open, tipped open. And I said, why is the shutter like that? Because they don't just swing open. And then all we could see was Clifford's head in the front room. And I don't know if he did it, guys, but he's just loving. You missed us, didn't you? We weren't even gone for that long. We were gone for about an hour. I know, I missed you too, boy. I know. Oh, this is the best hug. Okay, get down in, let me show everyone our haul. Yeah, I've not bought a monkey one for so long because these hold up so well and they wash really well. So it's just elbow grease, and it's got this floral spring-esque. And then what else did we get? I did pick this up. I think the rabbit's going to end up having this. They've got so much strawberry stuff in there, like pillows. I really want some for the sofa outside. But this was £1.50. Darcy's going to be so impressed with this because she wasn't with us. She's gone out with her friends. So we are at some point going to have to get Dottie a shed for the garden because she needs to move outside now. So she's seen, I don't know if any of you are on TikTok. I think they are on Instagram. Honestly, guys, if it's not Tom, it's Ollie. He's now doing some woodwork for Penny. I'll show you in a minute. What was I saying? Yeah, Darcy follows all these people on TikTok where they've got, like a garden shed, not like a rabbit hutch, a garden shed, and that is the rabbit's home, and they've got like all these different levels. They've got like proper floor in there. So and they have like a shelf with their food in the glass jars. It's like aesthetic for rabbits. So obviously we have to have that. And then just some little foodie bits really. So I've just got those for the kids because they love them. They're like 45p. It's just great to keep in the cupboard. We've got some peppers for tonight, and this, actually I forgot about this. This is always my holiday chocolate, but it's the Jewel one, the white and the milk chocolate, and it was on offer. So I'm going to put that in the fridge. I'm going to have some of that because it's bank holiday after all. And then I just got some chocolate bars to put in the chocolate cupboard because these packs are quite big, so they're quite good value for money. So let's unpack this and then we can go in the garden. I actually need to go out the front as well. What are you doing with that drill? All right, well, can you go careful because it's quite heavy? Yeah, I need to go in out the front because I've got so many dandelions. Does Daddy want it, does he? Yeah, okay, go careful, 2 hands. I've got so many dandelions out there. I will show you in a second. And I need to... The faster I get them out and I can just like rake the front lawn, the faster I can get some seeds put in. But we currently have no water in the house because Tom turned it off just before we went out. He's doing the plumbing up there. So he's trying to get that finished, all like the plumbing done, so we can turn the water back on. So the kitchen is in a bit of chaos. And what have we got, Ollie? Some new price. A trick, yeah? And then we got these stands from Asda. So Ollie ran in with Tom. If you got an Asda by you and you liked do you know the Spanish brand? I mentioned it. It was probably back last year. It's like Fruge, or it's like Fruge, something like that. They had watermelon sticks that I was obsessed with, and you could only get them in B&M. I haven't been able to get them since. Anyway, Asda do these. They're £1 a bag. So if you like anything like this, and they're not sour at all, they are just so good. So I highly recommend those, but they only had 1 bag. And then, do you want me to show off on your drinks? Yeah. Come on, pass them up then.
Okay.
But just to give me 1 sec, because 1 sec's for...
No, 1 sec's for Jackson.
Yeah, so Ollie's bought his friend a set of these. So, like I said this in my cleaning video, prime is still a thing in our house, isn't it? On your shelf. You're going to need another shelf at this rate. So he's bought this one. Have you not got this one?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, these are new flavours.
But you've not had any of these?
No.
So blue chill. So this was all Asda.
Red chill.
Red chill. He doesn't drink them, by the way, guys. He literally just puts them on a shelf. And then just orange.
And then I got messy drink.
And then he's got a messy drink. So this was B&M. This was £4. So again, it's just to put on the shelf. Apparently we collect bottles. But I'm just going to put it on the handheld tripod a minute because I'm literally bending down because I can't bother to make the legs longer. I'll put you on the handheld tripod and then we'll go upstairs. We'll go in the garden. We'll just go around. We'll show you everything. I keep promising I'm going to show you in my vlogs. I never show you. Chaos. Chaos. I don't know if you can see, but I've actually got electrical tape there because I dropped the camera and it's broken the door. And this camera's not even a year old yet, so at this point I feel like I'm cursed with cameras, but let's not pay any attention up here. We've made the bed, but it's just carnage everywhere. Everywhere's carnage. Just absolute chaos in this house, really, guys, at all times. So I'm just going to put it in the window. It's quite bright, but is that going to be too bright? Just means I can't see anything, but I feel like I'm going to sneeze, you know, and you've got a sneeze brewing. Oh, bless me. I've just called into Boots because I really want to paint my toenails. Actually, I just want to get my nails done, but it's not on the cards. So a few weeks ago I got the Essie Gel Couture. It's like a 2-step system, so you put the colour on, you don't need a base coat. So you pick your colour, it comes in like a bottle that's like this. I'll leave a link to them below, I get them from Boots. So I got like more of a nudie colour, and then you then put the gel top coat, and I did it on my hands. It was when we went away to Padstow, and honestly, bear in mind I'm always doing washing up, like always like doing something. It lasted for a week with no chips on my hands. I didn't do my toes because at that point they weren't going to be up, but obviously we've been having some lovely weather. So I've seen everyone's been doing this really lovely like pastel yellow. It's like called buttermilk yellow, I think. It's like the new in colour. So I got this one, I just ran in, it was the last one there. So this one is called Atelier at the Bay, shade 102 by Essie. I'll see if I can link it below, and it had 20% off if you bought 2 Essie products. Is it Essie? Essie? I call it Essie, but probably pronounce it wrong. So I also got the cuticle nail and skin prep to go with it. So it's like the treatment, and then you get the cuticle pusher. So because my cuticles are really bad, and all I do is I just sit here and go like that with my nail, which is not ideal. So I'm going to put that on because it says that your polish will last a lot longer, and obviously Manicure's gel lasts a lot longer when you treat the cuticles. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to paint our toenails later. So it's probably coming off washed out. Let me move you out the sun so I can show you. And there you go. Sorry, Clifford's in the way. I'll leave a link to this one. They've got really pretty ones. I've got more of a nudie one, but it's quite transparent. It looks nice. I'll do it now. Your hair's on the handle, darling. How have you done that? There you go. Yeah, the one I've got now is quite transparent, so it looks quite nice on hands. But I just like something more of a, like just a more solid base to go on my toes. So we'll do that in a little bit. That's my coffee. The Penny doesn't need to have coffee, thank you. No, let go. Don't have coffee. So I'm going to do those ones. Yeah? She's requested noodles. I don't think she's very well because she's full of a cold again. We're constantly doing nose blowing. But we will we'll go and put these on while the kettle's boiling. We'll go and put, no, don't do that, baby, because he'll get, Penny, no, because he'll get really excited. We'll go and wrap this around the palm tree. Can you see how bright it is? I'll show you the sky. Look at this. So this is the palm tree. I've bought myself, excuse the mess, we have been sorting stuff out here. So I bought myself an olive tree from Asda, but I want to put that one in a pot. Anyone else's kids just leave wrappers everywhere? I want to put this one in a pot to have on the decking for when we redo. Really? For when we redo the decking, because it's just getting so worse, so much worse. Obviously we've got a big olive tree down here. I'll show you, but look at the wisteria. So I've put a few more rows of like garden wire for it to trail along, and so I've got it going this way because when I go to the end of the garden, I'll show you in a second, the idea is when we get the back extension done, it can grow up that wall. So in preparation, you know, putting stuff out to the universe, but it's going down here. Now I've got 3 tracks. So this green one goes all the way down there. Obviously it's not there yet, but I've put this middle track in and then this bottom track. So if I come back and show you, do you see how like lovely it looks? I was sat out here this morning and I was just like looking at it thinking it was so pretty. We are gonna do like the slatted fence, like the batten fence in front of this one, because I hate the colour of this, but I've already painted it like 3 times, and I think if I mention painting the fence, I think Tom will have a heart attack. But it's already got buds coming on all over it. Like, look at all of these. Hang on, I'll be there now. So many, and it's lilac. Penny, I'm coming now. It's lilac, the flowers. We've also got the dead leaves off the fern, so that is thriving. I've been getting some weeds off of the fence. It's growing over from next door, so I need to put that in the green bin. But this is all coming on so lovely. Again, same here. And then this is, sorry, I'm really sniffing. This is the current olive tree, which we'll leave in the ground because that will just get bigger. That plant there is my nan's, which I love. So this is the balloons. You see them on the bracket, so I'm going to just space them out, one there, and then I'll probably do one maybe up by the palm tree or just in front, because I've obviously got this, sorry, washing in the way, I've got this climber here, which is, what is this? What is that one, Olive?
Max's grave.
No, it's a star jasmine. This one's a star jasmine. So we've got.
At Max's grave?
No, I was showing them the plant, which we need to get some of those weeds out.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it. The garden's coming on lovely. So this is her sandpit. So I got this last year off Studio. It was an absolute bargain.
Hello.
And yet we've just put the sand in it.
I did it.
Ollie did it. Yeah, he emptied everything out. This is our next furniture we got in clearance last year, which I love. I've just taken the umbrella down because it's quite windy.
My main thing I keep clean.
Yeah, Ollie's little football area. And so these are the new ones that I'm going to put on those brackets. Just excuse the hole in all, because this is what Tom's working on. We have to patch all this in and paint those bits. So my mum got me this one for Easter instead of an egg. They're all from Aldi, I think. It looks so lovely. And then obviously that's my bigger one just tucked there. So I'm going to, because it's just on this random hook on the house, it keeps knocking in. It's not ideal. Good old pizza oven. But yeah, when the decking's done, it just looks so lovely out here. Obviously, constant mess, having children. And what would you like, Penelope? Bluey! I'm just going to get these out a minute and then I'll do your noodles, okay? I've got to do these a minute, charge them up. So I'm just going to see where I can put you so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I might have to readjust. We probably could have gone with getting 2 sets actually, because it's, I said, it's so tall now. But we'll see how we go. I can always get another box. But this is what I was saying about the wisteria. I want it to trail down the fence, and then this one on this arm will go this way at the fence, and then when we do the back bit of the extension, it will come out, if you can imagine, like to the edge of the decking, and it'll be white. just thought it would look lovely. Yeah, almost getting there. At least the house is actually painted. We just need to obviously fix these bits, but nothing simple. Nothing we do simple because it's always got to be moved around, things like that. Yes, babe?
Is it dark? Is it made that dark?
Yeah, it will light up like this.
Yeah.
But we probably need to get another one.
And that.
Yeah, and the balloons, yeah. Oh, that sun is bright today. Good morning, everybody. So, peace, quiet. I actually say it like that, but I actually feel a little bit like lost, like I don't know what to do with myself. So today is Tuesday. When did I speak to you last? Saturday. So I didn't come on Sunday. We actually had a football fixture, and at the moment with the age group that Ollie's in, it's still like a dual fixture. So he only does play in one game, but obviously Tom has to be there for both games. So he normally leaves, if it's a home game, he normally leaves about 9:10, and by the time the games are over, you're talking it's coming up to 1 o'clock. And then if we're at home, they put food on for the kids. So usually that's the bulk of our Sundays done. Because it was bank holiday, the weather wasn't amazing. We did actually at some point in the second game, because Ollie was in the first game, we just went over to the clubhouse because the wind was so cold. I actually wore jeans and just like a really, like, not particularly lightweight, but just, you know, like the shirts that you can get out from H&M, just like an oversized shirt with a little vest on underneath. I was absolutely freezing. Luckily, I had my like Adenola fleece that my parents got me for Christmas. I had it in the boot, and that fleece is kind of like lined on the inside with like a suede sort of material, so it's kind of like double thickness, and I had it wrapped over me, and then we were sat on the picnic blanket and I had that wrapped over my feet. It just so cold. It felt like I was wearing like summer-ish or spring clothes in November. And you know when you're so cold and you're shivering and you're like your jaw where you're just like this, everything just hurt. So yeah, that is the reason why I didn't come on Sunday. And then yesterday, which was bank holiday Monday, so I hope you all had a lovely bank holiday Monday. I did say to Tom, I feel like it's been like this for a couple of years now, but because there's so much going on in terms of the house, I feel like we've always got stuff going on. So when I very first started my YouTube channel, that was way back in 2020. I can't believe it's been 5 years. So I started that, I think, at the end of January, and it was a video of our Christmas day, because I'd been trying to edit this video for, I'm not joking guys, like weeks and weeks, and I was like debating, like going backwards and forwards, should I do it, shouldn't I do it? So actually, before we get into that, this is your sign that if you're actually putting something off, just don't think too much into it and just do it, because what's the worst that can happen? Like, I'm now 5 years later, it's like the best thing I ever did. I love it. Not necessarily for financial reasons, because it's not like my main source of income. At the moment, the school job is actually paying me more than my YouTube. I do it more so as a hobby, just because I enjoy creating content. And not only that, it's so lovely that I've got videos to look back on, because I look back on some of I was doing like a vlog, like a lockdown vlog every week. Crazy, the things that we were, that is just a whole, like, that feels like a period of life. I never ever want to go back there, but it just feels like a lifetime ago now. But anyway, yeah, Monday was actually crazy. So I said to Tom, the whole of the year of 2020, obviously nobody went away. And then 2021 was the year that I was pregnant and we were doing the side extension, and we didn't go away because restrictions and things were still in place. 2022, we went away to Cyprus, but it was we didn't do a lot on the bank holidays. We were very much sort of like prepping the house for the loft conversion. And then 2023 was my sister's wedding. So we had a lot going on that year. We had like her hen, her husband's stag that Tom went on, and the loft and things still weren't finished. I mean, Penny didn't have her own room until the end of 2023. And then last year we were lucky enough to go away to Turkey. So that was partly for my mum's 60th. And I went obviously with my parents, and my sister came. And yeah, we were still, obviously we only actually finished the ensuite in the loft this time last year, because a memory popped up of this time last year and I was like, the shower's in, Tom's had the first shower. It's amazing. So yeah, just so much is going on. So the bathroom, Tom spent all day yesterday tiling it. I'm going to very quickly take you up in a minute and just show you how that's looking. I think all of the wall tiles are now done. We just need to find some tiles for like on the back bit in the shelf, which I'll show you. And then I'm not sure next. I'm not sure if he's going to start the floor tiling. That should be done, I'm hoping, at some point this week on an evening. Probably tomorrow, I'd imagine, because there's football tonight, so you probably won't do too much tonight. But yeah, hope you all had a lovely bank holiday. I've got my breakfast ready to go. I'm going to do a workout this morning. And yesterday I started filming. So while Tom was busy doing that all day, I needed to get everything ready basically for back to school, all the uniforms, because we'd had a long weekend. And actually Darcy had an extra long weekend because on Friday her school, they were all sent home at about 9:15 because there was a bomb threat to the school and it was a hoax. So everyone was safe, but it was really scary because they didn't know what was going on. And I didn't know anything about it because I'm not on the alert for text messages. So a message went out to all the parents to say, there's a threat been made to the school, we're all safe, we're on the Astros. But I didn't get that until there was an email sent to say the kids are going home. And then Darcy phoned me actually before that come through to say, Mum, there's been an attack. You know what kids are like I could hear all this screaming in the background and I was like, what on earth is going on? So yeah, that was Friday. I obviously still went to work. She just stayed at home. There was like a few of her friends, I think there was like 4 or 5 of them here, because obviously some parents are at work and it's like a really unexpected day off. Some kids couldn't get home, so I just said let them stay here, is fine. And the weather was quite lovely on Friday, but we then had Ollie's football presentation. So from work, I picked Penny up and we went straight to the football club. We helped Tom set up. So it's just been a weekend. Guys, I feel like I've gone like this and the weekend's gone. But I'm going to show you the bathroom. I'm just going to leave my smoothie down here. I'm going to see if I can take you up on this tripod. Let me, no, I'll take you off. But I need to turn it off because, you know, we've had a disaster with this camera and I've still got tape on it. Right, I'm not actually going to put you on the tripod. I'm just holding the camera. So let's go up here. I'll be very happy when the radiator isn't used as a storage unit. But obviously just excuse Tom's tools that are everywhere. Still feels really drafty in here because we haven't got a cover on the extractor or anything. But this is how we're looking. So the tiles go all the way up to the ceiling. I really love the tiles. They are from Wix. I'll see if I can link them below. I think we actually need to get another box. If I come over here, can you see they're not grey? I know it looks grey in this light, but they are more of a beige undertone, like a cream undertone. Because I wanted to kind of step away a little bit from grey, just to try and warm it up a little bit. But we've just gone with these all the way up. We haven't got any other patterns or anything. So what I'm thinking of is in the shelves, like on the back wall, a little bit like what we did in our ensuite, is getting some kind of like mosaic tile. So I need to have a look. I've not even had a look to see what I like or anything. So that still needs to be done. And yeah, it just needs to be, oh, he needs to do around the pipe because he hasn't got a bit to drill through to make the circles, because what happened in our other, but the bathroom previous to this one is they were kind of like cut like this instead of just straight through the tile, and I just think it looks so much neater if we can just get like a perfect hole. I know it's an absolute nightmare to go through, and Tom said you do like to make work for me, but I just feel like because you're going to see like the bar, I just want it to look really, I've waited this long for the bathroom, so I just want it to look as neat as it can do. Obviously some of the gaps are slightly, this is me being really picky, but some of them potentially are a little bit bigger than others. Minimal, just really minimal. It's because we didn't plaster these walls. That wall is kind of perfect because there was plasterboard. You won't see any of that down there because that will all be obviously gunned in, and we've got to grout it. I'm just going to have white grout. The ceiling will be white with the spotlight. See, that is, we've got a cover to go on that because that's quite drafty at the moment. And then this is, oh actually if I show you in this light, so you can see this is the tile that's on the wall, and then these are the floor tiles, this one here. So this one's slightly lighter, slightly more white. So the size on the wall is 600 by 300, and then we've got the 600 by 600 to go on the floor. So they're just like the really, really big squares. So we're going to tile that completely, and then put the toilet in, because I don't want the tiles cut around the toilet or anything like that. I'd just rather it all be done. Don't see any joins, anything like that. I still don't have a sink unit. And the radiator is still waiting to go in, because we want to tile it, like I said, and then the legs can sit on the floor. The plumbing actually comes in through the wall, so I haven't got to worry about pipes or anything. Because what I find, we're going to change all of these radiators, but when they come up through the floor, it just doesn't look the best. I mean, I hate these style radiators, if I'm being honest, guys. They've literally been in actually since we moved into the house. No, we had, so this house was an ex-council house, so we had like the old style one panel radiators that had been in since the house was built. They didn't give off any heat, and I remember it was so cold one winter, you know, like when it's cold it just feels, everything feels damp. So we went around room by room and replaced all the radiators, but they're not really to my like taste. The one in the hallway's fine, because I've got the radiator cover, which I'll probably always keep, a radiator cover of some description. I do need a newer one now, because this is very old and it's chipped, and yeah, but the one in the front room, I want to change this for a more modern looking one. It's not like an urgent job, but that is ideally what I would like to do. And so, like I said, I started doing a cleaning video yesterday, so I needed to like completely get the carpet cleaner on the rug in the front room, and the water was so dark, it was crazy. So I want to just finish, I like completely blitzed the front room. I sorted out all of Penny's Barbie stuff, because that corner was just looking very cluttered. So I need to do the hallway, because the floor needs a mop because of the tile, Tom walking in and out from the tile cutter, and there's just bits and pieces out there that need to be put away. It's looking a bit cluttered, so I want to try and do that. And I want to do a workout. So what I'm going to do in terms of my workout is, I found one last week that was really good. I loved it. It was more leg focused, but I want to try and burn a few more calories. So what I'm going to do is, I'm taking a little bit of a break from my usual workout program that I use in the Sweat app. So I still do pay for that, and it is there. But because I've had a bit of a gap from my working out, this tends to happen to me. I'm obviously in my own head, but I kind of am in a funk that I'm thinking I haven't got any time to walk to my, even though it's around the corner, but I haven't got time to walk to my sister's, and I'm kind of just putting obstacles in the way. So what I'm thinking is, for a couple of weeks, to just get me back into like a routine of where working out is part of my daily routine, I'm going to just do stuff at home. That way I'm not putting obstacles in my way of actually having to leave the house, because I'm pretty much in an era of I don't want to leave the house ever. So I'm going to start doing my workouts from home for a couple of weeks, get back into the swing of it, and I'm probably going to do some of the Grow with Joe. So I did these right like when I was pregnant, and actually after I had Penny. And so if you want to have a little look, I haven't got her program or anything. I've just been using the workouts from YouTube, so they're free. She's got so many on there, and most of them are primarily like step based or walking based. So like on the spot, if you've got a little area, you can like walk around. So she'll do like however many seconds of walking. Obviously you can speed the walking up, you can slow it down if you need to catch your breath. And I just find it so easy to follow along and just really motivating. So there's so much on there. There's even ones that have got Pilates incorporated, ones with weights, ones specifically if you want to just do legs or core or upper body. So I'm probably going to do one of those, because I remember that obviously it's getting my steps in. My steps don't seem to be a problem, because obviously when I head out to work, I'm pretty much on my feet for an hour and a half, like up and down after the kids. So I do find that since I've started my job, I am always over my 10,000 steps a day. Like I'm probably at 13,000 steps a day, but I just want to get my calories, the burnt calories up, to just get my heart rate going. So I'm going to do that. I'll probably only do like a half an hour one, because I did want to finish that video. So I'm going to do the hallway now, and then I'm going to actually pop onto that video Ollie's bedroom, because his bedroom, I need to spend some time in there. So I won't have time to do that before I go. I will do Ollie's room when I'm back. So I thought, let me just get into the hallway. We'll film that. And then I'll probably speak to you when I get back from work. We'll make some lunch together. I'm hoping I have a couple of deliveries today, because I had to do a skincare order. I was completely running so low, so I had to do a skincare order to top up just to make sure I don't run out. And then, yeah, we will see where the day takes us. But I thought I would pop on, give you a little bathroom update because it's exciting now. You're seeing the tiles go on. And yeah, I feel like the end is in sight. But in terms of the flood in the kitchen, we're still very much drying out water. The dehumidifier was on all night again. It's turned off at the moment just because it's out of the way because it's a bit crazy in the kitchen in the morning when the kids are up, getting ready for school, breakfast, packed lunch, that sort of thing. But it was full last night, so there very much is still water and the paint is still peeling. So what I've been doing, I thought it was starting to slow down, but it must still be travelling up. So I took another lot of paint, just took off, like sanded off the paint that was flaking. Okay guys, so I'm back from work. Don't mind my hair. I've just gone up and taken my work top off, and I've just put some oil in my hair because I am due a hair wash. So I've just popped some of the Rehab, what's it called? The Zero Matcha Scalp Oil in, obviously, all around my scalp. I've given it a nice little massage, and then I've popped some of the Sleep-In Lavender oil just into my ends. I've replaited it. It's like 1:30 now. Sorry, that's clever to tell, you can hear. Yeah, it's 1:30 now, so I'm gonna not wash it until later. So it's basically the same thing as sleeping on it. So we are overdue a hair wash, but I've just got in from work and I've had my Medicate delivery, so I thought I would show you. I've pulled the tab off just because I wanted to make sure that my address wasn't in it. So I've been using Medicate I have spoken about it. If you've seen any other vlogs, I've spoken about it a few times. I switched over to Medicate from Zoe, which I absolutely love Zoe. It's just so expensive. I just couldn't afford to keep up with it. So Medicate, it's still more expensive, I would say, than High Street. So I would say it's on a par with probably some of the number 7 ranges that you can buy. And I've really been enjoying it. I think I'm coming up to being on it for 2 years now. So I thought I would show you what I've got. And if you're ever interested, if you want to look at a new skincare range, how I started with them is on their website, they have, like, you can answer some questions or you can shop by skin concern. And then that is the products that it recommends. So for my skin, I have got a little bit of makeup on. Hardly ever, I would say, 99.999% of the time I do not wear foundation. It might just be, I think the last time I wore foundation was probably for my sister's wedding, which is 2 years ago. So usually I'll just put the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter all over, and then I'll do a bit of contour. That's it. As I'm getting older, I find if I wear foundation, it can start to sit in my fine lines. Don't get me wrong, this camera does a really great job of blurring out my skin, because if I'm looking at it now, I'm thinking, wow, what fine lines and wrinkles, but they are there, guys. If I come up close, you can see them, and there's one there. I tried to not do that because it makes it a lot deeper. So I find, obviously, with expressions and face movement, the foundation just moves, so I tend to not wear a foundation. But yeah, I don't stray too much from the routine. I might add the odd product in here and there. The first one is cleanser, so I use this twice a day. So I go with the Surface Radiance Cleanse. So I am trying to target, obviously, signs of aging and some hyperpigmentation and some dark spots, which I suffered with hyperpigmentation, or it was emphasized throughout pregnancy, and then I work to just fade it. So this is the cleanser that it recommends. I really love this. It comes out clear, so it's not a foam or anything, but it does foam up as you work it into your face, and it does last a really long time. I've still got quite a lot left. I think I've probably got at least another month in my one, but I thought because I'm doing an order, it had 20% off, I would just pick one up. Next up is the toner. So again, I use this morning and night. I go with the Press and Glow refill. Again, that's what's recommended for the concerns that I am trying to target. There are other things on there. So if you've got more concerns around like breakouts or excess oil, things like that, it's a slightly different toner, I believe. But I just go with the refill now. So the refill is just slightly cheaper. and all I do is unscrew the pump pot, because what you do is you push down like this and it comes up onto the cotton pad. You just screw the pump button and then you're good to go. With Medicaid as well, what I also love is you get points per spend, and those points then convert into money off. So I think I've got like £20 off my next shop, which is amazing. And then the serum I use, so the vitamin C serum is the C Tetra Luxe. Again, I've got quite a bit of this left, but I thought it's a bit of a splurge and they did have 20% off. So this is why I bought another one. I use this once a day. So this is what I will use in the morning after I have cleansed and toned. That is my serum. And then my day eye cream. So I use a slightly different, well, a totally different, I should say, day and night eye cream. That way they last a lot longer. So the one I use in the day is the Advanced Day Eye Protect. So this is an anti-aging. It also has SPF 30 in this one, which I love. Like I said, it's in more of a pump pot. So it's got something in it so that it sucks in the air out of it, so you get every last drop. So it does last a really long time. I think the last time I bought this was probably on Black Friday, so November of last year, and I've probably got about a week left in my one. It's quite hard to tell in those because obviously the packaging is white, so you can't see in there, but you can just tell that you're having to pump it a few more times before something comes out. So I know I'm nearing the end, but yeah, it does, you're not buying it every month, so it lasts a really long time. So that's my day eye cream. And then my moisturiser, I was just checking I had the right one because they do one that's SPF 30 and SPF 50. I just go with SPF 50 for my face, like I said, because I am trying to fade and break up the hyperpigmentation patches. So I go with the Advanced Day Ultimate Protect. So again, it's an anti-aging one and it's got SPF 50 in it, and it just looks like it's like a bigger version of the eye gel basically. So it's a pump pot like this, so you just pump it out like so, and this is the last step in my skincare. So this is what I will use of a day. I have a different one for night. So the night one comes in a round pot, and honestly I've got so much in there. I've got more than half left, and I bought that in November, so that one probably lasts a good 9 months if not a year. Sometimes I will be honest, I do forget to do, I always take off my makeup. I might sometimes forget to put the moisturiser on. I do use a retinol at night as well, so there's different steps in my skincare, but in the morning it's just cleanse, tone, vitamin C and my SPF moisturiser. So I'm glad this has all come. I'm going to pop that away ready to take up to my room. And so it's 20 to 2. I'm going to make myself some lunch and then I'm going to do a little bit more cleaning. So I need to leave to get Penny in about an hour. So I'm probably going to make myself an omelette. I think I spoke about this earlier in the vlog, if not it was last week's vlog. I'm just trying to cut down on the bagels because even though I had the protein ones, it wasn't until I was putting it in on my Fitness Pal and I was tracking it, and the calories were quite high for my lunch. So I'm just skipping the bagel for a little bit because I am trying to just cut down and just be in a calorie deficit, which I definitely wasn't, especially with Easter. I was definitely having a cream egg every day, you know, everything in moderation. But now the cream eggs have run out. We're back on the swing of things. So let's make some lunch together, shall we? And how beautiful are the flowers? So these are what I got. I can't remember if I showed you, I don't think I did, but these are what I got from the football presentation. Tom gave them to me as a thank you for putting up with him being MIA all the time. I love that he's got this passion. I absolutely love it, and I would obviously never ask him to take a step back or anything like that, but it does take a bit of a toll. I'm gonna get some eggs while I talk. It does take a little bit of a toll. It means that I have to pick up a little bit more of the household, being there to take Darcy to ballet, managing a lot more around the house on my own for him to be able to do it, which is fine. Like I said, I'm glad that he's got something he's passionate about, but it does take a lot. So it is quite nice that he does acknowledge that and appreciate that it does take a little bit of a toll sometimes. Sometimes I am having to remind him that he is on his phone and it's our evening together, but you know. But yeah, such beautiful flowers. One of the other mums at football, her mum does them, so yeah, I really love them. I keep them in here and they last for so long, so I've actually really been enjoying coming out to the kitchen and seeing my lovely flowers. It just makes me smile. I love to see flowers. I won't always buy myself flowers. I know we are coming in, I think, to peony season. I do love a peony, so I might have to treat myself to a bunch of those when these are no good. So I am just doing a 2-egg omelette. I think I'm actually not, I might do 3 actually, and I might just do no yolk in these last 2. I'm going to get another one, I think. So just 1 yolk and then 2 whites, just because I'm being a little bit extra cautious. A little bit with my counting, so let's get another egg. And then I don't weigh out my spinach or anything like that, but I will just pop in there a really good handful of spinach. I really like having spinach. I prefer it to kale. I know kale is probably better for you, but okay. Oh, and the yolk has just completely burst. Lovely. Why does this happen to me? Frying pan. It's probably going to be a bit thicker actually now, but just a little bit of olive oil. I do quite like avocado oil, but I have run out of that. And then we'll let that heat up before we pop the eggs in. And then my sister got me this cup when she was in Barcelona last week, and it's a Starbucks one, and she got me one from London as well. I've had it, you've definitely seen that in some of my YouTube videos, but I absolutely love these cups. One, because look at it, there's not coffee in here, guys. I'm actually being really good, and I'm having like a green tea detox, so it's my second one today. So I'm really trying, guys. I'm trying to just get my water intake up. I've done my workout. Trying to just be mindful what I eat. I'm not being super over the top with calorie counting, but especially when I popped in the bagel with the avocado, it does just make you think sometimes. You can see how those extra calories can get away from you. So like I said, everything in moderation. If I feel like a chocolate bar, I will definitely have a chocolate bar. I won't restrict myself, but I mean, if I could honestly eat so many cream eggs a day. I'm going to speed this up now because I need to put the extractor on, and it's probably really annoying for you guys to listen to.
I'm thinking you were made for me. Isn't it my birthday yet? Cause I gotta say, you're looking like a gift for me. Wrapped up nice and neat, baby. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third, then the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. All the second chances, they are nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love. We don't have to move so fast, baby. I will show you how you can catch my vibe. And right here we got so much time, looping in the blurry lights.